If the Toon Army are sick of Mike Ashley, just how must they feel about Wayne Rooney? Newcastle fans spent yesterday afternoon rejoicing at the news Amanda Staveley is edging closer to buying out hated owner Ashley. Wayne Rooney pounced of Darlow's error to give Everton the lead, yet they were in a rather different mood by the end of the night thanks to an all-too-familiar foe. Everton captain Rooney has spent 14 years tormenting Newcastle, usually in a Manchester United shirt. And his winner at St James's Park last night was his 15th Premier League goal against them, more than he has scored against any other one team. How the Geordies must wish their audacious attempt to sign Rooney back in 2004 had come off. The goal was Rooney's 7th goal in his last 8 games. Newcastle lacked firepower in attack, the story of their season so far, because instead the ex-England skipper has caused them nothing but misery. And Rooney had a wry smile last night as he was booed by the home crowd when he slowly trudged off the pitch after being substituted 13 minutes from time. That the striker had the last laugh again, though, was down to an absolute shocker from Newcastle cock-up keeper Karl Darlow. Rooney was involved in the move which led to him scoring from the start, playing a own-at-woe with Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who ran down the right then swung the ball into the box. Rooney continues to fire Everton up the table. Sam Allardyce was back at his old stomping ground. The diminutive Aaron Lennon rose above DeAndre Yedlin to get his head on the cross, although it was straight at Darlow. But the stopper somehow spilled a ball which was straight into his body, with Rooney reacting quickly to slide in and steal a goal. The blunder from Darlow, who was at fault for Leicester's first equaliser here on Saturday, means Newcastle have now lost 7 of their last 8 games and sit just 1 point clear of safety. Quite why Benitez even dropped number 1 Rob Elliott for Darlow 4 games ago is increasingly unclear. Yet the Spaniard will no doubt be looking for a new keeper next month. Now he seems destined to at least be given something to spend by Ashley. No deal has yet been agreed for Ashley to sell to Staveley, who is ready to pay more than £300 million, and any takeover is unlikely to be completed until February. Yet there is an acceptance from both parties that Newcastle must strengthen their squad next month, otherwise they are destined for the drop. Everton striker Wayne Rooney scores fluky winner against Newcastle. Newcastle midfielder Jonjo Shelvey saw red after receiving 2 yellow cards, and that means Ashley will free up funds on the proviso that Staveley refunds him once a deal is done. But while it seems the Sports Direct tycoon's 10-year Toon tenure is nearing an end, it was a ghost from his past that will have made him sleep uneasy last night. Sam Allardyce was sacked by Ashley after only 8 months in charge in January 2008. So Big Sam, who last visited St James's Park as manager of the Toon's rivals Sunderland, will have loved this return to Tyneside. Especially as it meant him getting one over his old rival Benitez, who he first clashed with 13 years ago when he was boss of Bolton and Rafa was in charge of Liverpool. This was also Everton's first away win in 17 games, since a victory at Crystal Palace in January. And Allardyce has now enjoyed 2 wins and a draw in his first league games in charge of the Toffees. Not that it means much now, but Benitez's boys actually started the brighter. The midfielder was shown a second yellow for a lunge on Idrissa Gueye. Matt Ritchie had a cheeky free kick under the wall deflected wide off Morgan Schneiderlin, then another effort from the edge of the box saved by Jordan Pickford. But the winger soon came even closer to scoring after 25 minutes, when he picked up the ball from Ashley Williams' headed clearance, ran into the box, then crashed against the post. It was a huge let-off for the usually travel-sick Toffees. Yet from being the woodwork away from being 10 down, they went ahead just 2 minutes later through Rooney. And fresh from his late spot kick leveller in Sunday's Merseyside derby at Anfield, this was the Everton skipper's 7th goal in 8 league games and 9th altogether. Jordan Pickford celebrates Everton picking up 3 valuable points. The tune came within inches of levelling 10 minutes later, as Mikel Merino found time and space to strike a stunner from 30 yards which beat Pickford but struck the inside of his left post and ran clear. Just before halftime, a tame Gylfi Sigurdsson header was comfortably gathered by Darlow, to ironic cheers from his own fans. Then Pickford easily saved a strike from Dwight Gale as Newcastle pushed for an equaliser. Jonjo Shelvey gets sent out for Newcastle in final moments of game with Everton after the break. Merino thought his powerful drive was flying in, only for Mason Holgate to get in its path. Then Florian Lejeune reacted first to the rebound, but Mo Diame could not quite get a touch on his header across goal. And that was to be the Toon's last real chance, as Jonjo Shelvey was sent off for a second yellow card in the 94th minute after a late lunge on Idrissa Gueye.